Ready?
It looks like a comedy duo, man. Look at the fucking screen.
Ta-ra-ta-ta-ta.
McDonald's, I'm loving it.
And cancer. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to That's So Bro, Season 3, Episode 5.
There you go.
Thank God. Today we have our very, very special guest, and I'm going to not say anything about her because Amanda is going to have everything about her written in a piece of paper.
I wrote it down.
Okay.
All right. You tell me if I write it wrong. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very, very special guest with us today. She has 8 years in corporate experience.
She has 2 cats.
8 years and 2 cats in roles including something at Dialogue Asiata, John Kills, and Intrepid Australia. Our guest specializes in frontline operations, customer experience, and building strong professional networks. When she's not doing that, bro.
Stalk my LinkedIn.
When she's not doing that, bro, she's out there putting Sri Lanka on the map, winning 4 national records at the Asian Pacific African Powerlifting Championship and gold at the Commonwealth Powerlifting Championship 2024. Rashita De Silva.
Amazing.
You take.
Wow.
My God. Please tell us everything about the gold medal.
Yes. So far that's my biggest achievement. So adding on to that, I've been the national champion consecutively for 2 years, for 2022-23 in my weight class. I'm just in a very small weight category of 52 kg weight category. You can see me. So I was the best lifter in 2023. And then I got to go for the Commonwealth in 2024 October, this October. So that was a very proud moment, and there I was competing for 47 category, which is the lowest weight class in powerlifting for women. And so I managed to win a gold for deadlift by lifting 147.5 kg.
My
Wow.
Yes.
That's a 2-trip journey for me. Wow. So, did they do the whole podium thing and raise the flag? Did you get experience that?
Yes, I did.
How did that feel?
That was very fascinating, and also I was actually, first thing is I was proud about myself, like, because I know all the hard work, the consistency, the commitment that I had to put through day in, day out, rain or sunshine. So that was the first thing which is on my mind. I did it somehow.
Right.
And again, I was so proud that I was able to be there and achieve something and won a gold, did everything. I was so proud. Yeah.
Before we
You should stand up and salute.
before we continue, we need to put this on screen also. She's not a heavy lifter. She's a power lifter.
You got all wrong.
Oh,
It's
no.
not weightlifting. It's not weightlifting. It's powerlifting. And this heavy.
I was practicing in my mind. I was practicing.
It was like before ordering a sandwich, like I'm gonna order a sandwich, and then
It's like salami, bread in the middle, cheese outside. So in my head, I'm like, don't say that. And I said it. I was hosting a concert a few years back,
okay.
and the band that was playing was called Sweat.
Right.
So in my head, I'm like, don't say Coldplay. I get on stage, I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, Coldplay. And the crowd was like, Coldplay. The lead singer comes like, Machan, we are called Sweat. And I got sacked after that. So yeah, things happen. Dong, Steve Harvey also said the wrong name. Let's go ahead in the podcast.
Starting off, Yoshan had a very interesting question, but I think you kind of answered that. What was your question, Yoshan?
Which one? Oh, yeah. You already mentioned it, but you think you can carry me?
Yes, I think I can. How much do you weigh? 120?
Yes, let's say 120.
I can deadlift you. I can squat you also.
I don't know what that means. It sounds crazy.
Oh my God, that's.
Let's ask permission
I'm
from.
just
So cool.
I'm so like, wow.
Let's ask permission from my wife first.
Right.
Can another woman deadlift me? And can another woman squat on me?
No, she's not going to
said
squat
yeah.
on you. She will squat you.
Squat
Yeah.
me. Yeah, it's on.
That is incredible.
I'm going to be a princess tonight.
Yeah. What? So the other part of that question was, what was your PR? Like, what was the heaviest?
Yes, so those are unofficial PRs, I would say.
Right.
So deadlift, I have done 165, and then kilograms, and then squat, I have done 132.5 kilos, and then bench, my bench is hopeless. So my bench is 65 kg.
Oh, that's better than me and everything. Okay.
Why would you even compare? She's just
Why would you say hopeless?
Yeah.
If you're hopeless, what is for us? We are just less. I'm never looking at
Upstairs, I
weights.
get 2.5.
Comparatively, I would say, yeah.
Like when I carry 1 kilo, next day I have to go to Siddharth. Who was carrying 65, like that's hopeless.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Incredible.
That's crazy. That's
How
crazy.
did it happen though? Like, what got you into this out of everything?
Okay, so if I'm to start, like when I was schooling, I was always out and about. I was doing swimming to badminton, not in a bigger scale, but in school levels, provincial levels, probably. So after school, I always wanted to move my body and do something. So then again, the easiest option with my work, with my studies, was the gym.
Right.
So, but again, I was so influenced by all those foreign fitness influences. I would say that was a great influence on me.
Right.
I used to follow them, and then I wanted to start lifting heavy. Even if I went to the gym, I was not just doing the normal stuff. I was doing, back then, that was about 6-7 years ago, that was a little abnormal, I would say, when it comes to Sri Lankan gym environment, to lift heavy for a woman. But still I did it.
Right.
I went on with it, and so I've been going to gym for about 7+ years. And then about 2 years back, my coach Ransilu asked me whether I would like to try powerlifting. So I was also thinking that I know that I was strong because I always pushed myself in the gym. I always pushed myself. I tried to explore my strength and all. So I wanted to try powerlifting, and then again I started I started powerlifting then, and then now here I am. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. I can't believe we have someone at national level here, right now. And I still, that feeling on the podium when the flag goes up, I think goosebumps,
Yes.
tears,
Yes.
the whole shebang, I would have fainted. Like, that's the flag. Oh.
Wow.
Crazy. But as you said, when you started going to the gym and when you were lifting the weights,
Yeah.
it was abnormal, right? So maybe people gave you dirty looks, or how do you,
Yeah, especially in a country like Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
How did that whole
like,
thing
you know,
work?
those judging aunties,
Yes. I was so influenced by all these fitness influences. I wanted to wear like them also. So you know that, like,
Yes.
I would say it's very nice to see them wearing like that.
Yeah.
I think the gym trend that is now, I was doing it back then about
Right.
6-7 years ago because I was so influenced. I wanted to do it and I wanted to be out there. So yeah, I was judged. Even still I'm judged, and I really don't care.
that's
Absolutely.
guys, that's the attitude.
Yeah.
What was like your body image that you wanted to have? Because I know a lot of women have this whole like, oh, maybe not too bulky. What was that image situation thing like for you?
I would say this body image, I would say it was, if I talk about it with black and white, it's like people call you fat or people call you skinny. I was always to the skinny side.
Right.
I would consider that as a blessing as well. Maybe I have a high metabolism rate,
Yeah.
so I'm glad that I have it also.
Absolutely.
And but I have always been I was always called skinny, too skinny. Even now I'm being told like that, but I would say back in my head I'm like, but I'm still stronger than you. So it was there. The body image issues has always been there. I have my own insecurities, but I have explored it. Especially I had a huge problem with my hip dips.
Right.
I think that's a body image issue that most of the girls have. But I came to a realization that you can never get rid of it. It's just that you can make yourself look better with it, and just explore what you can do with your
So
body.
whenever Rashali go, and if I go to the gym with her
Yeah.
and she lifts something, she'll be, Amand, if I lift this, will I look too manly?
No, so
Will I lose?
Yeah.
so I think for me, I have a higher fat content.
Yeah.
So when I put on muscle, it'll come with the fat. So I have to like cut the fat and I have to think of that. So I'm like, I'm really scared. So which is why even when I go to gym, I look at other fitness influencers and they have like, they're ripped. They look like, I'm sorry, but you're I want your body. Like, it's amazing.
It's 7+ years. You
Which is
probably,
why, yes.
How many years have you been swimming?
Like 2.
So you can't compare 2 and the 7. So
Absolutely,
it is,
absolutely.
I
It's
was
a
that
journey.
too. It's a journey. It's definitely, especially
Absolutely.
for a girl, because we don't have that level of hormones to. I would say a girl being ripped shows so much of effort, so much
And
of
dedication.
discipline. A little bit more compared to men, because they have
Right.
their own hormones. They can be stronger eventually, but it's really hard
Thank you for saying
women
that.
to do that.
Like, you really like broke the norm for like women, because women think like when they go to gym, they're going to get bulky.
Yeah.
Or
This is
that
the women in
This
question.
is the women.
Absolutely,
This is the entire.
absolutely. And I think it's very important for you to speak about
Yeah.
women in gym. So thank you.
Yeah, so I've been called that a lot, that you will, when I started, like you look like a man. Do I look like a
No,
Not at
my
all,
God.
not at all.
I walked in and I was like, yo,
Yeah,
she's
so
gorgeous.
That
Not at all.
doesn't happen. But you will put on some muscles.
Right.
That's definitely going to happen eventually. But some people may like it, some people might not.
Do you enjoy flexing?
Yeah, I do.
Today, end of the episode, it's all about flexing.
Oh my God, that's going to be amazing.
So this journey that you started was immediately after school, you said, or after?
Yeah.
So in school, you never did any powerlifting, or
No, it was swimming, badminton.
what was your favorite?
Swimming. I did swimming for about 7-8 years.
Do you think swimming helped with the?
Probably yes. Maybe I have broad shoulders that came up with swimming, and then that helps with powerlifting as
You
well.
need to swim.
I don't even know how to swim. That's the problem. I need to learn.
She knows the life or death spell.
No, I can float. I can float this way. That's all.
Okay.
How has, because I know on a very personal scale, usually when I have a bad day, even at 5:30 in the morning, when you go to gym, 5:30 is a normal time to go to gym. It's okay. 5:30 in the morning when you go to gym,
Pause. She's a world champion.
Right.
What time
No,
do you
I
go
know.
to the gym?
I go after work at around 5:36.
In
she
the evening.
works.
I also worked and I came at 5:30 in the morning.
Who said they want to come at 5:30 in the morning with me to gym?
Continue.
No, I got that. My thing is, so I use it to, like, it helps alleviate some sort of mental pressure. Does powerlifting help you in that aspect as well?
Yes. So basically, if I went to gym today.
She went to gym before she came to the podcast, just so you know.
So I plan my days. So I will be up at the gym up until around 9:30. So because I have to make it, I left work early. So if I don't go to gym today, I'm scared that I will not be able to lift the other day, the
Yeah,
next
yeah,
day.
understood.
The next
Oh,
day, I'm
wow.
scared that I will lose some sort of strength.
Understood.
So that pressure is there. But I would say that's a good pressure that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have.
Right.
A good stress that you have.
Yeah.
So that keeps me consistent, keeps me disciplined. So I think discipline is the pillar of success. So,
Right.
so that is a good stress that you have to embed into yourself. Someone would call it an addiction. I would call it a good addiction.
It's a good addiction. It's
Absolutely.
definitely a good addiction.
Yeah.
Compared to the rest of the addictions out there.
Yes.
It's one of the better addictions to
Yes.
have.
So you always feel good after going to the gym. You achieve something. Maybe not even in a good day you achieve something. You went
Right.
there, you went out there, you lifted something.
Yeah.
You did something rather than lying on your bed thinking about something. It's
She was looking at me. I saw it. She's like lying on your bed, looking. I saw it. If Nakshi does an instant slow replay, she's like, yeah. I saw it. I want you to know, I went to the gym and say hi to them and I came back. I felt good about that. But then how does your diet work? Is it difficult to do in Sri Lanka? Because I know in Sri Lanka,
Yeah.
because I hang out with him,
Hello.
it's very difficult to
Yeah.
feed this man.
Yeah.
So it must be difficult for you also?
It is. It is very difficult when it comes to diet. But, now I come to the point that I don't look at the price tag, not because that I'm rich. I can't afford to look at the.
Right.
You
have to have it.
You have to have it. So one way or another, you have to have it. So I have my. So I might be cutting down on some other things. I don't go out. I don't spend on other things. So I think I'm spending those things on my food. And even when buying food, I don't go extra on food. But I just buy the basics that I have to survive. So I think, but you have seen all those TikTokers on Instagram, people eating steak and all, but you can't do that in Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
But you have to live with what you have. So you have to do. You have to get what you have. It is difficult, but you have to manage it.
So
Yeah.
for a day, how many eggs? Give me a rough figure.
17.
No.
Damn it, that's what I was like. Yeah.
You eat 17 eggs?
I wish.
You do?
I wish. If you give me 17 eggs in one day.
What is your average eggs?
For my birthday, I had 20 eggs.
Okay.
Average give 20.
I said for my birthday that day, but about 5 or 6.
Yeah,
Five.
me too. Like
5 or 6.
4
You,
or
Brad?
5. Yeah.
4.
She has never seen eggs in her life.
I know, 4.
Yeah, I have 4 or 5 eggs and then a lot of chicken also in
Right.
the middle. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, the
I'm
family together.
lucky that I'm small made, so I don't have to consume a lot of proteins. Yes, I'm lucky in that way.
She's lucky.
And I'm not used to the protein powder also. So
Oh, no way.
Yeah, because no way.
No way. It's called.
I got the joke. Thanks for explaining. I got the joke.
So I'm lactose intolerant, so I
Oh,
could never
there.
take it. So I'm happy that I do. I'm not used to it. It's so expensive to afford a tub
yeah.
now.
What about that keramatine he takes?
Creatine, yes, creatine, yes, I do take. It's for strength and all.
Keramatine. So this workout schedule, you come up with yourself? You watch it on TikTok and do it, or you just purely experience?
Yes, so as I said, my coach was Ranslu. I learned a lot from him. So I'm based on what he has coached me. Now I'm training by myself, and I do my own research. There's a lot of things out there. So the experience that I've gained so far, and by doing my own research and what suits me, what doesn't suit me, I have to figure it out myself.
Yeah.
So I'm training by myself.
Can we establish though that
Yeah.
girls should be lifting heavy?
Yes, definitely. My personal opinion that I would tell anyone. So I told that I've been gymming for about 6+ years, but I find myself achieving my body goals after I started powerlifting.
Right.
So I found that some things that I couldn't achieve for about 6 years, I achieved after starting powerlifting, because you push yourself so much and you are actually doing your workout. You are actually pushing yourself, because you have to push yourself some days. Like some people like to have back muscles and all that stuff. I don't know, somehow after a while I was surprised, like now I have some back muscles. Like I didn't even know how it happened, because actually we don't really focus on a lot of isolated exercises. We do a lot of compound movements, but still you get all the muscles that you can ever think of, even the abs to everything. It happens. It happened.
She's
eventually.
converting me. She's converting me.
Just like that, Rochelle is encouraging.
Yeah, I'm like,
Do you want us to be your students?
Yeah, you can.
I volunteer. Please take me under your
That's
wing.
so broad. Isn't it?
It'll be me like. And she's lifting me.
But I want to know, when just going to gym and powerlifting and competing, where that switch happened.
So that is when I just thought of doing powerlifting.
Oh, you just felt like a Montana, yeah.
Yeah, because I was. I have heard about these powerlifting meets in national level, so but I just wanted to try it out. So I did one in 2022, which I won. And then afterwards I thought that I want to explore more, and then I want to do powerlifting. And then after you started doing it,
addiction.
It's addictive.
Addiction, and there's no way out now.
Do you feel like sore and all after the workout, and you need to like do this ice bath and all that things?
Yeah, you have to do all the recovery as well, because we push ourselves a lot. The recovery is very important. But I do my stretching to mobility, and that avoids the soreness a lot. So when you take care of the other accessory work with the compound movements, you don't sew a lot.
Like when you go to office the next day, type type or when she presses the keyboard, just breaks into two.
I want to know, especially in a country like Sri Lanka, Rashida, you going to the extent you have gone, do you think that has affected your personal life?
I would say yes. There has been pros and cons.
Okay.
Like you will have pros and cons in everything.
Right.
So it has. But I would say it has affected in a good way.
Okay.
So it has, the one main thing that I think is that it has made me very antisocial. I don't go out or anything, but I would say that it happened for the best of it also.
Absolutely.
Because even on a Friday night, I would never go out. Canceling gym, I would never do that. Yeah.
Right.
Personal life per se, I would say there's a lot of pros than cons.
Okay.
Sometimes I might feel very overwhelmed of sometimes when you get into this competition mindset, you know, it can be a very toxic environment.
Yeah.
Like even you yourself has to accept that you have become toxic, because if it's a competition, you have to admit the fact that you want to beat someone else. That's the nature.
Understood. Yeah.
That could take a specific toll on your mental health as well. So what I figured out was when I started powerlifting, I was focusing on being better for myself. Like I wanted to achieve these numbers. But after a while, even I realized myself that I want to beat others. I want to beat other athletes. Yeah. So I sometimes find myself Googling about them, especially in other countries, Googling about them, talking about them, learning how much they're lifting. So that should be there for some extent, but that could be to a very toxic level as well. So you have to know you have to draw that fine line. You have to understand that fine line between being toxic and being a good competitor.
Yeah.
Competitor.
I do something similar. I look at other fat people and like, yes, I'm thinner than you.
No, but then that is also fair to say that if you're getting to like a boxing match, you would watch the past few tapes of that person.
Yeah, obviously.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
you
then,
have to know their
and also you need to find out their weakness so you can make fun of it, and you know,
Make fun of it.
I mean,
Oh, you can't do this.
there's something called dirty talk. Okay.
It's not called that.
Toge. Nope.
Whoa.
Sorry. He's taught me all of these words. But I want to ask.
didn't teach her these words. My wife is right here.
Sorry. But I would like to ask the mental game that is required in gym, in competing, when you go abroad, especially because you're alone, you're away from home. How is that? What is the mental space like for you?
Yeah, so I have heard, and I think I have experienced also, that a lot of people say powerlifting is you can become the strongest, but it's more of a mental game. And because if you're if you're not mentally prepared, you can't do it. If you have any distractions, you can't do it. And so you have to be very indulged with what you are doing it for. Whether it's for yourself, whether it's for your country,
that's a good point.
For that you have to understand why you are there, why you are doing it. And so back to your question. So the mental game is you have to have your mental game. You have to have your mental game out there. So it could be very hard, and it could be sometimes you will feel very isolated, especially when you're away from home. But there are other people to support you as well. I have a very good support system, my family, my friends, and everyone. So it's just that you have to do what you have to do.
Right.
It's like my coach has once said that it's burn the boats, that like when you
Not
go
carry
to-
the boats, burn the boats.
You go to an island to fight for something and you burn the boats, which means you either die there or you either win the war.
Oh,
That was Tony Robbins.
I didn't know that.
that's really good.
You want to take over the island, you burn the boat.
How did you build that?
Boat.
Because when you talk, Because when you speak about this, you speak from a position of someone who's very mentally resilient. How did you coach your mentality to get
How do
to
you
that
fix the
level?
mental game?
Yeah.
I'm kind of a person that just when you have no option rather than just be strong, I'm in that mentality. Like,
Oh, okay.
You have to be strong.
Just
for
pick up
this.
yourself.
Do you
Yeah.
have siblings?
Yeah, I have 2 sisters.
Which order are you? Which order? Wait. Which order is she?
Youngest.
You're the youngest?
Yeah, I'm the
Ah! Because you have to be tough, you know. Imagine all the... this is
Yeah.
Dangi. I watched Cinderella, so I know.
Same thing, same story. Yeah,
Same story. I've seen Cinderella. I know. She's like, screw these sisters.
Amazing.
When you went abroad, how long were you there for?
South Africa for about 10 days, 10 nights.
Okay.
Were there fans in the stadium? No.
No, we don't get much of fans.
Had we known, we would have gone.
I mean, South Africa is just a Huawei multi. Those people look like me also. I would have been like, oh, hello everyone. I'm doing a
He
bad
would
accent.
even in visa, he would just walked in.
I know.
But I would say there was a lot of support system back in Sri Lanka. My
Yeah.
friends
Right.
sending me screenshots that they're watching.
Bro,
my
next time you are
colleagues.
lifting, we are part of that. We are part of that.
We'll wear t-shirts with
We'll
your
wear
face on it.
t-shirts.
We're going to
Yeah.
print your face and be like, make you talk like, we are the winner.
Was there a Sri Lankan competition that you had to qualify for? Was it?
Let's not talk about it.
That was no competition.
Rashali, own the thing.
Sorry, Arne, sorry.
This is that so pro, not that so sis.
Yeah, so no, the federation is a bit messy and we have to fight and all that stuff. So
Right.
let's
I
not
understand.
go.
So it's MMA style.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you have any other secret talents other than power lifting?
Good job.
Yeah. What a way to diffuse.
Oh, I know. What?
I can
Sing, dance.
sing shape okay.
Okay.
I can draw. I can do portraits. I'm proud about the portrait that I have that I did in about grade 8, and then of Sangakkara, and
Okay.
Sangakkara signed on it.
Oh, do you have it? Do you have it at all?
Yeah, I do.
Do you have a picture of it?
No, I
Yasha's
have to
gonna
find. I
lose his
probably
mind,
have.
dude.
Yeah.
I would have printed like a million t-shirts. Sangha signed this. So you met Sangha.
Yeah.
Sir, please come.
Oh, for the podcast.
For the podcast.
All right.
This is how he segues into it.
Yeah, so when you met him, were you already a power lifter?
No, I was just small. I was in grade 8 or something.
But future power.
Yeah.
Right.
She was on the road.
When you're in the gym, right? When you're exercising, do Mr. Know-It-All comes and be
Yeah.
like, Nangi, imani usan, you know, you get.
Oh, does that happen to you?
Yeah. Back then, yes, but not now.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of online coaches on my TikTok. Yeah.
The
No.
commenters.
Yeah.
We also have. We have professional podcasters.
කොන්ද කැඩෙනවා නම් ඉවෙච්ච වැඩි කල්යන්න බෑ.
We have professional podcasters telling us how to podcast.
People get really offended when you do the arc in the bench.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
reduce the range of motion and to get the traps
I understand
involved.
everything you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. Like, have you seen those the girls bench with a huge arc?
Yeah. I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. So
That's-
people get really offended. You won't believe it.
Yeah.
So it's okay to do the arc, right?
But it affects
is
different
okay.
muscles.
It is, yeah, it depends on your goal. So,
Her goal is not to look like a man.
you
No,
will
but he
never
told me
look
not
like
to
a
arch my back, so I was like, okay.
Did she do it like a Scooby-Doo thing? I saw her with the cord thing. Is that how you swim?
I seem like this. But yes, please continue.
Yeah,
Haters.
I'm not a expert in this, but what I know is like the arc. Since powerlifting is a game, it's a competition that you have to use whatever the leverages you have to
Right.
use. So arc is one of that, and also it helps to involve your traps and involve your triceps and all. But when you do it for the muscles, it has to be in different ways, like you say, like because arc will help to reduce the range of motion and to involve the traps, not the pecs.
So
things like that.
the
Yeah.
good thing is to keep it flat.
No, there's no
Depends
good
on
thing.
the
It
goal.
depends on
the goal.
the
Depends on the goal.
yeah.
Depends on your goal.
I need to redefine my goals.
My goal is to be comfortable. So flat.
Just so you know, we had a big.
No, you anyways have a very less range of motion because you look like this and then you just
Those words went very scary and she came back to nice. I was like,
When you do this and this.
I can see. Hands are longer than the tummy.
We'll go back to gym, Vishal.
So you said that one of your motivations is that you're afraid that next day you cannot lift the same. Other than that, any like verbal motivations? These posters do you have in your room? I'm assuming
Of a small kitten hanging on, like hanging there.
or like what is that? Muhammad Ali, like get up, something like that. Do you have something like that?
Honestly, no.
No.
Because
She just looks in the mirror and she's like, I got
yeah,
like,
Oh, legend! That's a new poster. We put her pictures like you got this.
Yeah.
No, I wish that there is something to motivate me, but unfortunately not. It's just that myself, I just
Today,
Push on through.
Yeah, I just
today
have to push
you're
through,
going to motivate a lot of girls.
Oh,
Trust me.
Starting with Vishal.
100%.
See?
Oh, I am so I'm so motivated. Like tomorrow, I need to go and pay my gym membership and get gym.
Yeah, I have the rice sacks you can carry at my place.
No, but I think that's so important because I think either women look for a knight. People say a knight in shining armor until something happens to them, and then they have to be like, you know what, no one's coming to save me, right? But also, I think as we grow up, we always look up to role models instead of looking into ourselves and seeing that we are the ones who are going to push ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think knowing that you're so firm in that philosophy as you are, that is so inspirational.
Yeah, if anything, thank you for that answer.
Yeah.
Because everybody is like,
I have this. And you're like, I am me.
I am my own.
I am enough.
Oh, holy shit, who says that shit?
If a mirror could talk, man.
I thought that's not enough of an answer.
It's a
No,
great answer.
That's the best answer ever.
Yeah.
I have never seen these two so pumped.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm like,
This woman is already gaining muscle.
I know.
Look at that. Show, flex, see?
Vishal is itching to do a push-up or two right now.
May I ask though? So you said if you don't go to gym, you feel like you're not going to be able to lift. Do you have a day off because rest is important?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I do have a rest day. I usually work out for about 5 days. Thursdays and Sundays I usually don't go to gym.
Oh wow. Okay.
Rumble.
So,
That's my-
so
yeah.
what is that like? So what is an ideal rest day look like for you?
An ideal rest day.
Okay, maybe
I
no,
don't
no,
do
no,
anything.
no.
She
We'll
just
do
sits on the
realistic rest day, realistic rest day, and then ideal rest day.
Yeah. I just rest. I just sleep, and then sometimes because my day-to-day schedule is very tight, going to work, and so I eat all the right things during the normal days. In the rest days, I usually order something. I maybe take it as a cheat day also.
Nice.
So and then I sleep a lot, and then maybe eat and then sleep again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
What is your go-to cheat meal? Pizza.
Ice cream,
Oh,
milkshake.
yes.
And,
Say more.
street
Fried
burger.
chicken.
It's not
This is porn
sponsored,
for her.
but it's street burger.
The floor is getting wet.
Scream. Yes.
What is your go-to cheat meal?
Fried chicken and ice cream
What is your good
and
cheat?
fries.
I also like fried chicken, man. Like not to give shout outs to brands, but that's supposed to be a beep. That's supposed to be a beep. Nope.
A lot of people hated that beep.
That's the one. So have you had food from SFC?
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
Just here on top of the road.
Okay.
It's really good, dude. Holy shit. So I think for about $6,000, and hey, your shout out is SFC. You want to come on board as a distinct. but just putting it out there for about 6,500, I think you get 8 chicken breasts. And
Okay. So you can keep it and eat.
you can
Yeah,
keep it,
okay.
and that is exactly. You can keep it and eat. So good.
You guys keep food?
I prep my meals every week.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I can't survive
I'm so
without
excited.
that. Yeah.
How is that process? How
What's
did you-
meal prep like?
I would say I make sure that my food tastes the best.
Oh, okay.
So thanks to my mom, I think I'm a good cook.
Hey, shout out.
And so I make sure that that whatever the meal that I prepare, that because your meal prep and your whatever you do has to be consistent. If it's gonna taste bland and it's just gonna taste like nothing,
Yes.
it's not gonna work.
I understand.
So I put a little bit of oil, I put a little bit of butter, this and that, spices to everything, and then I make it. I'm a very Sri Lankan food fan, so Sri Lankan chicken curry is one of my best dishes.
I'm trying
I
hard.
agree.
Oh, so
Bro,
I
for
can
real.
hear waterfall here. Dasha, like,
Like, I would love to eat one.
So I cook with some people always eat the chicken breast and you get fed up of it.
Yeah.
But I sometimes buy the chicken thighs,
Yay!
the legs, and so make the delicious chicken curry.
Yes.
So I'm very consistent with what I eat.
if you ever have extra food, let us know. Don't throw. Just give us a call. Amanda has a ding dong.
I want to get inspired with all this Instagram post and all. People make all this Chinese stuff, but I can never go back on Sri Lankan food.
Yeah, I understand that. When you go all over the world, you eat whatever,
Yeah.
and then when you eat that rice and curry, she knows it. I'll be like, that hit the spot.
Dude, like, I think that reminds me of a post you put. I think you went to Korea and you came back.
He went to Korea. It was the best for us because he was dying with the food.
And he came and he posted a picture of auntie's, Polsambol,
Dude,
dal and rice.
Red rice, pour someone a chicken curry.
Yeah.
And a bit
I don't understand why the Europeans took charge of us and not make use of the food. Like, they killed so many of us and they are still using salt and pepper.
That's a good point. Hey man, if you're European.
It's like the people died for nothing.
Right.
That's why they have all this. In MasterChef, I'm not offending anyone. It's just that the smallest thing.
All offended.
Yeah, even the smallest spice that you add is gonna be very overwhelming to them. Like it's just,
I just did a.
capsicum powder. Something like that.
I just did a program in Thailand where I had to do with a bunch of guys. There were 45 of us, and most of them were Europeans, right? So in Thai, the food is spicy.
Right.
So we had to tell the cook, don't make it spicy. And he said, okay, no spicy. And it was still spicy for these guys. Like, they were all red and sweating and like crying. I was like, there's no spice in this. They're like, it's spicy. It's crazy. So I also asked the same question from them. Your ancestors came to my country. And what the hell did you all fight for? What was the whole point of it?
Good point, Yasha. Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah.
Are we going to get cancelled for that? I
No,
hope not.
it's an opinion.
Yeah, it's my opinion.
Right.
May I ask how
Thank
you
you.
juggle everything though, with like work, your private life, gym? I know you said you have a meticulous schedule, but how did you come to plan that with like life happening as well?
Yeah. It's actually very difficult when sometimes when I look back at a week that I'm a normal week of mine, I'm like thinking of it makes me feel exhausted sometimes. But it's again, I have to do what I have to do.
Right.
And I gotta do what I gotta do.
I'm sorry. What do you do at the office, if you don't mind telling us a little
Yeah,
bit?
so I work at a John Keel's company called Infomet. So I work as an assistant manager there. So I manage few projects there.
Like IT stuff.
No, it is more into non-finance, like customer service.
Customer service.
marketing.
Yoshan. Building strong professional network.
It's like, hello, I didn't like your product. I love it.
What you say?
Customer satisfied.
So yeah. So anyways, so I do a 9-to-5 job. And I do a little bit of content creation also.
Right.
Please tell us your content creation name so that everyone can follow
He
you.
means Instagram handle.
Yeah, that's the one. The
Yeah,
Instagram handle. I'm an old man. This is all new technology for me.
We're 2 years apart, man.
But yes,
Please tell us your Instagram handle.
It's just Rashita De Silva.
It should also be at the start of the episode. It should be somewhere here.
But now that she's saying it from the bottom of her heart,
Yeah.
she's connecting with the audience.
Right, yeah, sorry.
Emotionless man.
My
this fellow.
bad. My bad.
okay.
Again, it's to be very honest, it's just that I have to do it because if I don't go to work, I can't earn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I don't go to gym, I might not be strong as I am today. So I have to do what I have to do.
Again, a personal opinion. I feel sad that someone who won a gold medal still has to do a 9-to-5. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like she needs to get some. I know I cannot do anything about it, but it's a personal thing.
Right.
Like, you see, like when you're a professional athlete, you need to be supported by someone so that you can focus on that and be better on that.
Right.
So instead of doing 9-to-5, she should be going to the gym in that
9 to 5,
and-
yeah.
And
That should be a
breaking,
9 to 5.
Yeah, that should be
No,
her
like,
9-to-5. She should be
yeah.
breaking world records, like
Right.
I mean,
Like a professional.
You do have a
athlete.
world record though. You do have.
No, it's not world record. It's I have national records
Right.
and I won the Commonwealth gold in my category.
Coming
It's
soon.
So it's not the world record.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
So yeah, I actually this year or maybe next year my what do you call the practical target would be achieving an Asian world record. Asian record.
Asian world record. Yeah. The world record in Asia.
Asia.
Oh wow.
What is the record now currently?
In 47 class, because I have to mention that I had to switch my weight class also. My usual weight class was 52, under 52. But in Commonwealth, I weigh my pros and cons, and so I thought 47 has a better chance. And I have to mention cutting down from 52 to 47
Was hell.
was hell. Because I told you I was anyways not I didn't have a lot of fat in my body to lose. So I didn't have any fat in my body to lose. I couldn't afford to lose a lot of, I didn't have.
Right.
So I had to cut down when we are closer to the competition, we cut down weight, maybe do our water cut and everything.
Right.
So I was somewhere around 53, 54 when I started prepping for Commonwealth. So from 54, I went down to 46.5 on the day of the competition. And it was super hard. And I was just eating this much of rice. But I kept my amount of protein the same.
Right.
Okay.
And I had to train the same way that I have to train, push myself every day. It was torture, I would say. And that is something that I'm really proud of that I did.
I feel proud on your behalf. Like I'm feeling
Second
like,
degree.
wow, God, I can see the flag behind you right now.
Yeah, so actually I'm really proud about myself that I could do it.
Yeah.
And because I can remember I was 45, 47 kilograms about 5-6 years ago. And more than training, that was the difficult part. And when your mind says that you have to stop eating, it's another mental game again. It's a very huge, because I go to work and all my colleagues are eating, they're sharing
Cakes
sweets,
and puddings
everything.
and shit,
And I'm
yeah.
just having a little bit just to satisfy my
Understood,
taste buds.
yeah.
And so it was actually pretty hard.
I
And I'm
was-
really proud that I could do it for the country. I could do it for myself. And I think I feel like after I started this carnivore-based diet,
Yeah.
I started feeling really good. I didn't feel lethargic within the day, because I usually feel sleepy after eating, but I didn't feel that those days. I felt very light.
Right.
I felt really
Energetic.
active, energetic throughout the day. But of course, that I had a strength loss also, because obviously when you lose a little bit of muscle, so I couldn't lift the same weight that I was in 52, a
Right.
little less than that. That is how the body weight works in lifting
Understood.
and weightlifting, strength training, anyways. But again, then after finishing Commonwealth, I was thinking to myself, I'm going to eat everything, you name it, everything, I'm going to eat it. But that actually didn't happen. I wanted to continue the same thing.
Right.
Wow.
And as a result, I feel like some would say that I have to go back to the same weight class because I look too skinny, but I like it how it is. I
Yeah.
like, because if you call me that I look ripped, that's because I switched the weight class, because I was a little chubby when I was in 52. I like how I look now. But again, I would say that to my height, there should be a weight that is
Right.
suitable. Because you have to have muscle mass to increase your strength. So comparing to all the athletes, I would say my class is not 47, my class should be 52.
Right.
Will you
But
be
I'm
switching
gradually going there. But I don't want to just bulk up just eating. I want to be like lean bulk probably,
Yeah.
putting muscles on, going back to 52.
So at 52, what is the record now in Asia?
In Asia, 52 deadlift record is 208 kilograms.
What do you lift now?
I have done 165. So, no, it's that you can't call it close. Sometimes, if like to increase just 2.5 kilos or 5 kilos, it could take an year.
But with your mentality,
Yeah, bro. That's
Oh,
just
2.5
absolutely.
months.
that's coming next month, man.
Yeah, she called like, Amanda, I lifted 5 kilos. What did you lift? Amanda?
When is the next competition that you are training for?
We might have nationals for 2024, and also we have usually every year we have Asians Powerlifting Championship. There are very strong competitors in Asia. So the deadlift record in Asia is the world record as well.
Whoa.
A Singapore girl.
So it's a 2-in-1 thing, man.
Yeah.
World record and nation
Yeah.
record.
So 47 class, I think the world record is somewhere around 175 or 180. I can't
Papa
remember.
down for you, bro. Don't worry.
That's peanuts.
Dude, you can just dominate.
250, woman. 250.
No. I am not sure about these numbers.
Just
I
make
can't-
it
I
look
can't-
hard.
yeah.
Make it look hard. Use like.
I think Asian record is somewhere around 175.
Okay.
So my goal was actually for this year, if I hadn't done Commonwealth, to somehow go for Asians and do at least squat record or the deadlift record to hit one of that in the 47 class again. 52 is a little bit difficult.
Before we get all that, right? I was very excited about the carnivore diet thing. How do you do that here?
Oh,
What do
right.
you eat?
I just eat my delicious chicken.
So you don't eat beef and
eggs.
pork.
I try to get beef and pork when there's a discount on them.
True.
She's so practical.
Yeah.
Is fish also included? Or?
I know. I
Nah, fuck that shit.
hate
Nobody
it.
eats that shit. Only sushi. Fish is good. Everything else.
That's a posh version.
Yeah, that's a treat.
So the carnivore diet, you found it online or is something that you trial and error?
Maybe inspired, and also I have tried my own things.
So
as
zero
well.
rice.
No. Carnivore-based diet, which means more
More
protein,
carbs.
more meat, and could be less carbs. And also focusing more towards complex carbs like potatoes.
Complex.
Complex carbs, and because there's a little bit of science.
No,
behind it,
please
which I-
tell, please tell.
Please tell us.
Rashali's take.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it down. No, it's okay.
Rashali's
Like-
forgetting.
Potatoes,
I got you.
sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes.
Manioc.
Yeah, those are. They have, I think, lower glycemic index than rice and all.
Oh, okay.
So you mix the meat.
So fries are okay.
Fact
Oh, we got a fact check
Fact
girl.
check girl. My wife's here today and she's the fact check girl. She's like low glycemic. My wife's like, I'm so proud of you. Not only you're carrying weight, you're smart.
But still, being practical, we are Sri Lankans. We can never give up on rice. So I
Like a yellow rice.
yeah. So I have planned my diet in a way that I have rice for lunch, but the rest I'm covering from either.
Oh,
a
wow, that's so
potato.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah. Because I want to be consistent. Because if you try to push too much on food, it's never gonna work.
Yeah.
Everybody loves food. Everybody wants food. So you have to
I know
indulge
some.
that.
I know one or two guys.
I know one guy who
I know
loves
one guy who was like two guys.
rice for breakfast, rice for tea, rice for lunch, rice for the evening coffee, rice for dinner,
Rice or tea?
rice for midnight snacks.
Oh. Oh, tea.
And I make my fruit balls and in very fancy ways.
Oh my God.
It makes me want
Happy.
to do it the next day.
Oh
yeah. So.
Okay, so you have a day that is set to meal prep and then keep everything apart?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do my meal prepping during the weekend, especially on a Sunday. And then I eat a lot of fruits, vegetables, and yeah.
අපේ ආච්චි කියන්නේ ෆ්‍රිජ් එකේ දාලා මයික්‍රෝවේව් දාලා කන්න මිනිස්සු.
Oh, අන්න ඒ වගේ තමයි. ඒ වගේ.
අපේ ආච්චි හැමදාම බයිනවා. ඔය අනින්ගේ ගෑම කන්න එපා ෆ්‍රිජ් එකේ දාලා විතර මයික්‍රෝවේව් දාලා. I be like that.
හැමදාම ඒක.
See Archie, nothing happened. He also
She
can
one thing. though.
gold medalist.
Wow, that's incredible. But also, thank you for being so transparent and so open about your life, how everything is. Because usually people like to keep things close to their chest. So thank you.
And we were starting on the dirty talk thing.
You know, right? You know, Yoshana. So Yoshana and I have like these things that we want to ask you. Okay.
Okay.
So Yoshana was segueing into that.
Okay.
He wanted to make a joke about dirty talk, and I said, no, it's actually called trash talk. And then what's the trash talk you do? He said dirty talk, and then this woman jumped in and said something else.
This woman keeps, we have like jokes set up, and this woman
Love.
derails it.
I will be quiet from
No.
No, don't
Yeah,
be
you're
quiet. She keeps promising that she never proves.
You're the most important member in that, so bro.
She's the so part.
That's the part.
So yeah, so the whole trash talk, dirty talk. Do you do it with your opponents before? I'm going to see you at the arena. I'm going to get crushed.
No, I'm a very calm. I want everything to be calm and
Like
quiet.
even on the day of the event, you're like all
I
focused.
listen to Taylor Swift and
Like imagine
It's just
in Gladiator before the fight. She wears shorts because I wear. And he's like, I'm going to kill you. Well,
I'm surprised you got a Taylor Swift song straight up.
Yeah, I know, man.
Right, damn.
I walk in the mall.
Right.
It plays all the time. It's either Taylor Swift, Justin Bieber, or that other Little Dicky, Little Baby, ABCD, the new rappers I don't know anymore.
Well, okay, that was that. And what is the biggest myth you find about ladies lifting heavy?
most common thing, you're gonna look like a man.
Right.
So definitely that's not gonna happen because we don't have that hormone level to be so. But honestly, you're gonna put a little bit of muscle, so it's your opinion to have it or not have it. And so the myth, again, women shouldn't lift their womb will go
Under
down.
right. That's
Whoa,
the one.
what,
I was
what?
waiting for someone to say you can't get
She was
pregnant.
waiting for her to say about
No,
it.
no,
What-
no.
what
because
happened?
that's the myth, right?
The
they
womb goes
say
down.
don't
What's
lift.
down where?
By gravity.
To the legs.
To the legs.
So that this fucking.
So that it's easy to get pregnant. You just pray to the legs and she's pregnant. Oh, I see your womb there. You're ready.
People say that,
No,
right?
absolutely. Like everyone's like, "Baru son nepa." Lamai kohomada.
I know that we have a doctor here also.
It's all lies.
Okay.
My
so-
question would be: did you notice any? May I ask a question?
yeah, go for it.
Were there any hormone changes that happened?
No.
Wow.
Wow.
There's no way that it could happen, right?
Yeah.
I think you.
Wow, you're a factor girl.
I know. Yeah. Oh, okay.
So
No, I'm scared to say
No,
anything
because
I
there's
don't
a
want to
spike in
look stupid.
testosterone, right? Because there is a spike in testosterone. Jay, please.
Good, all look at you, Jay. You come
Jay,
with
Jay,
it.
you have to
This
understand.
side,
You
she's
understand
amazing.
when the hormone part of the course was going on, she cut class.
Ah, okay.
So she missed that chapter.
Right.
She was only there for the reproductive part.
Right.
Any other medical student, I mean.
Right. Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
Well, then
What
that
I've
depends on
heard
you.
is that it's just that it's gonna make everything super smooth and it's everything going on really well in your system.
Wow.
So Jay went to the gym with me for 3 days.
Okay.
And she had these balls on her hand after like
balls?
they were like balls.
Oh,
and
no.
we didn't know
Like-
what it was.
Like
Balloons, like knots, right? What was it? Like knots.
Knots.
Yeah, and she couldn't move it, and I was like, "Oh, she don't come
Oh,
to the gym ever
no.
again."
Was it because the gym equipment was dirty and she got a
No,
rash?
no,
No,
like she
no,
was
like
when
she
you
got
work out,
knots.
the
Oh,
muscle
really?
got knotted. Yeah,
Oh.
like you could feel the balloons inside the skin,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was scary.
Warm up.
mobility.
Mobility, strength,
Good
see. But yeah, she also wants to go to the gym soon. So we've been
Yes!
planning since the day we got married.
Yeah.
How long have...
It's almost 7 years now. Like tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah, for sure.
I think all of us are just going to meet at the gym and be like, hey, how's it going? Amazing.
No, actually, but again, being very honest, my goal is different.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
So I push myself to, because I compete.
Yeah, but
not
then-
everybody wants to compete.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
But then, like what Rush said, right? It is that a majority of people will tell, don't go lift weights because A, you look like a man all of a sudden,
Yes.
and you shouldn't lift heavy because all the muscle will come and man will find you attractive and whatever the shit that is.
I saw her and I was like, and my eyes are like,
That's a very relevant question. Has any dude feel intimidated by you when you're in a date situation, or have you never experienced that?
Yo, let me get that for you, boo.
I think a lot of men are intimidated. I think all the people.
You
that
men are idiots.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I think all the men who says that all this who incorporate with all these myths, I think they are just because they are intimidated.
Dumbasses.
Yeah, and
Use the correct word.
Yeah.
yeah, so, and so or they just don't know, or they are intimidated, or one of those things. Yeah.
I think that is because their entire life they go through life like as a smart ass, and then you can actually smack them back.
Bro.
In my head, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's no violence.
Yeah. She's a very peaceful one.
Yeah.
Wow, that's insane. Like when Amanda told me that you were coming and you were, a gym person, I assumed you were just a gym person.
Okay.
And then I Googled it and I was like, dude, this woman has met one.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you serious? Then how did you guys click? Like, how did you get it?
Instagram.
I've been blocked from messaging people because I like, can you come for our podcast? Can you come to our podcast? And now Instagram's like, you can message 2 people a day.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think with that, we're about to wrap up.
Exclusive content රැසක් සමගින් අලුත් තුඩු. SLvlog වෙබ් අඩවිය වෙත දැන්ම පිවිසෙන්න.